Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gaming with Brian Manzi. I am your host, Brian. We're going to be doing something a little different here today in opening a Magic the Gathering Commander deck box. I do have all four, but we're going to be starting with the Caesar, Hail Caesar deck. They were released in the year 2024, I believe. And I don't really do Magic the Gathering, but felt as a Fallout fan, I owed it to myself to get these decks as I've been playing with some friends. So we're going to be cracking this bad boy open and kind of going through the cards in there and seeing what we find. As I said, I'm not really a Magic the Gathering player. I have a couple friends that play, and they have, we've had some gaming nights where I've been playing, and I decided that I would get some of these decks, just so I didn't have to keep using their decks when they were playing. I plan on keeping this as intact as I possibly can, because, as I said, I'm a big fan of Fallout, so I figured I'd go with the Caesar's Legion since they're my least favorite faction, and I'd open this deck first. I have never opened a Magic deck because I was primarily a, what do you say, I collected some Pokemon cards and some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in high school. I do still have all of my cards I've ever received. I'm just not 100% sure where my Pokemon ones are. But you see here, we got Vault Boy and Caesar himself. As is par for Caesar, it would appear that he is one where you have to sacrifice people. I guess I should expect nothing less from the Legion, as they're kind of a terrible faction in that aspect. Appear to have some Magic and Fallout symbols together, and the cards are located in here. Freshly packaged. Also comes with a little deck box here with the Caesar himself on it. We'll pop this bad boy open and store the cards in there. I did purchase some Dragon's Shield cards. I won't necessarily sleeve them for you unless you guys want me to, but probably not this video, maybe the next video when I open some of the other packs, because I did buy all four of the Fallout packs because, as I said, I'm a big fan of Fallout. As you see here, I have a little poster type of thing, it would appear, with some rule books. Sorry, my setup's not particularly great for this, but kind of look at that. Seems to be kind of a overview of the rules. Oh, there's Caesar again, or Caesar, depending how they say that. Also mentions Mr. House, as you see here. So I guess we'll see. I think maybe both of them are in here. I guess I do remember seeing that on the back here. We got the Securitrons, of course, too, because what's House without his Securitrons? All right, now to the meat and potatoes. There's Caesar, Legion's Emperor. I guess you get some ASMR plastic wrap opening here. Lucky you. All right. And we have Caesar. Not the strongest card, but out of 4/4. Oh, and the big man himself, Mr. House. As a fan of Fallout, I don't really like House, but I do like Yes Man, his creation. So, as his effects seem to show, you can he creates robots, which, as founder of Robco, I suppose it would stand to reason that he would do such things like that. Seem to be talking about things like treasures and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not super knowledgeable about all the things related to Magic. I've played it a few times. Oh no. Here we have one of the most horrifying vaults, Gary. Nobody forgets their first experience with the Gary Vault. Oh. We have the Mysterious Stranger with a lovely death claw overlooking him. I'm sure the Mysterious Stranger is one of the few people that isn't afraid of a death claw. We have Rose, Cutthroat Raider, creating junk tokens. Right, we got land or fire. All right, Thrill Kill Disciple. Now these aren't, I'm not knowledgeable about what a Thrill Kill Disciple is. If that's specifically Fallout or if that's, well, it does have Fallout on it, so. It seems so do all the cards, so. One of my favorites, Wild Wasteland. One of the best perks of all time. We have the Powder Gangers. One of the first factions you meet in New Vegas, and not my personal favorite, but you know, they're iconic in that aspect that they're the first ones you see. Oh, the Boomers. Boomer Scrappers. Another one that creates junk tokens. Of course, the Boomers were the members of the vaults that were filled with a bunch of explosive weapons over in Vegas. Butch Deloria, Tunnel Snakes. Tunnel Snakes rule, of course, iconic for those Fallout 3 players there. Wasteland Raider, kind of a generic name, but And I apologize, I don't have a lot of insight into how these cards play and stuff, because I don't know a lot about Magic. So, rad rats, kind of a horrifying creature, but they can't be blocked, though they're kind of weak, but they'll make you miss mole rats. Yeah, that's true. Skull clamp here. We got the Mechanist, I believe was his name, or the name in Fallout 4. Yeah, there it is, the Mechanist. Sorry, that was me pulling. You may not believe it, but I was pulling that from memory. But the Mechanist is right there. Soul Ring. I mean, I have no idea what that means, but we got some Nuka-Cola here. Vault Tech in the background. Oh, Nuka-Cola Quantum there. Talisman of Conviction. Adding the lands and whatnot there. And we got some the collectible comics. Talisman of Hierarchy. Tales of Junktown Jerky Vendor. Levels you up in Fallout, of course. Like I said, I may not be the best Magic gatherer, but I do like a fair bit of Fallout lore, so. Talisman of Indulgence. Don't really know what I know that I don't have any recollection of this from Fallout, but Ash Barrens here. Pretty much just your generic view of the wasteland there. Command Tower. That's my command tower for sure there. We got Lucky 38. Excited to see this in Season 2 of the Fallout series. If you haven't watched the Fallout series, which I don't know how you would have gotten this far or not, but beautiful show. Perfect. Highly suggest that. Oh, Evolving Wilds with a quote from Preston Garvey on here. One day maybe kids will play here again. So I guess that's a Fallout 4 reference in the form of your base building stuff. Memorial to Glory. Got some NCR here. Commemorates the Battle of Hoover Dam, where they blew up Boulder City, as those who are familiar with New Vegas would remember. Aradesh, the founder. I remember Aradesh, but I don't remember much about him. And of course, we have the Battle of Hoover Dam. Very iconic in the lore of New Vegas. Card's got a little bend up here. You know, you probably can't. There you go. You can probably see it in the shadow there. This is a brand new deck, so I don't really know how that happened. And of course we have Boone. Not my personal favorite follower from New Vegas, but Dinky the Dinosaur. Iconic location. Arcane Signet. Adds 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Overseer of Vault 76. So we got a little mixture of Fallout 76 characters and whatnot too. We've seen a little representation from all of those in here. It's a legendary creature. Ah, my personal favorites, the Securitrons. Ooh, Legate Lanius. Apologize if I said that wrong. Caesar's Ace. Yep, this was an iconic battle. Or if you're more of a person that talks through the game, you know, you can convince them to not fight you. I didn't really do that because, one of the worst strip factions, in my opinion, the White Glove Gourmand. Oh, what's Fallout without a bobblehead, of course? The Charisma bobblehead, specifically. And the Luck bobblehead. Of course, one of the options is to roll a 6-sided die. And, you know, that is, and I'll let the luck decide what you get to do with the card. Oh, yes. General's Enforcer. Absolutely love the NCR armor there. It's just a shame that you don't really get to find it until the end of the game, but man, I love that armor. And we have a VATS card. Which has a pretty, I think that's a nice effect if you would use it right. This is different. We have Wear and Tear. I've never seen a card on the side like that. A Fuse. You may cast one or both halves of this card from your hand. You destroy a target artifact or destroy a target enchantment. That's really cool. Yes, we have Sierra Petrovich, I believe. Nuka's biggest fan in how she looks in Fallout 4 when she goes to Nuka World. Vault 75 Middle School, which has different stages on it, as you can see. I'm so sorry if any of you are more knowledgeable about... here we go. Personal favorite card in the deck right here. Yes, Man. My first choice for ruling the strip was Yes, Man. We have an upside down Heroic Reinforcements featuring some vertibirds. Survivor's Medkit featuring some Radaway. Impassioned Orator. Oh boy, the Atom Cult. They were something else, I think. Intangible Virtue. Looks like you may be hard to tell, but it looks like Brotherhood of Steel. Bastion of Remembrance. The Rangers shaking hands with the NCR. That's right. I mean, it's a pretty iconic statue in the game, but not a lot there. Deadly Dispute. We have here featuring a bunch of Wastelanders in a bar fight by the looks of it. XO1 armor. Pitiless Plunderer. We have Morbid Opportunist. Colonel Autumn. Not super familiar with Colonel Autumn. Oh, Desdemona. A member of the railroad, I believe. I don't know, I didn't spend much time in the railroad, so I don't really know. Oh, Elder Maxon. I think Elder Maxon's interesting. Just a little sad how he ended up in Fallout 4 compared to how he was in Fallout 3. Oh, of course, Kellogg. The synth that steals your son. McCready, the mayor of Lamplight. One of those really cool locations that when you find it in Fallout 3. Oh, the Nipton Lottery. Another very iconic place to find in Fallout New Vegas. Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty. I don't recall her specifically. Vault 11 with some different layers. Enchantment Saga. Not familiar with these cards. Edie. One of my default followers, strictly for the use of inventory. Desolate Meyer with the lawn gnome, garden gnome, because what's a Fallout game without a random garden gnome in a random location? Diamond City from Fallout 4. Captain of the Watch, a 3/3 creature. Entrapment Maneuver. The best way to take down a Deathclaw, honestly. Hour of Reckoning. With a quote from Proctor Ingram. So, another Fallout 4 reference here. Keeper of the Accord. A Scribe for the Brotherhood of Steel. Marshal's Anthem. Featuring a synth. Fighting with the railroad, looks like. Marshal Coup. Yep, this is what I always ended up doing in New Vegas, no matter what because I wanted that power armor. So I always end up joining the Brotherhood of Steel. Secure the Wastes. Featuring the iconic Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Absolutely iconic. Black Market. Was, what's a Fallout game without having a black market? Lethal Scheme. Oh. Featuring essentially the opening of Fallout New Vegas. And that dastardly Benny. Stolen strategy here. Hacking is just good science. I'm really digging the art on all of these. I mean, Fallout really lends itself to the gritty look of Magic the Gathering cards, I think. And referencing James here, played by Liam Neeson in Fallout 3. Sacrificing himself. Exile target non-land permanently. You lose life, though. Oh, here we go. Assembling the Legion. Another card featuring a NCR Ranger. That's a sick armor set. Ruin Menace Ultimatum. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. Featuring Caesar. This is Power Fist. That one requires a lot of energy. Canyon Slough. Quite a few cards to go through, so we're gonna. Kind of looks like what you call it, Zion. Clifftop Retreat. That, with all those trees, is definitely a Fallout 76 reference. I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's because it's Fallout like 1 or 2, I believe. The Poseidon offshore oil rig is where the Enclave first was, where they made their kind of stand in the original Fallout games. Isolated Chapel. Shadow Blood Ridge. Sorry. I don't know if you saw the last one. I think that one looks kind of cool. Smoldering Marsh. You know, could be reference to any number of places. Far Harbor. The place in Fallout 3. Far Harbor was not in Fallout 3. But the Fallout 3 Marsh place. Temple of Malice. Temple of Silence. I don't really know what that is. Temple of Triumph. That's the area in Caesar's camp, as you can see. Windbrisk Heights. This is a Fallout 4. That's definitely downtown Boston there. Myriad Landscape. Nomad Outpost. Another Caesar's Legion reference. Path of Ancestry. Featuring the beginning of Fallout 3 again and your father. Tainted Field. The Glowing Sea. Horrifying location, but lots of cool stuff out there in Fallout 4. Tainted Peak. I don't really know anything about the Ash Heap. I do know the name, but don't really remember anything about it. Terramorphic Expanse. It looks like from there it's going to be mostly land, so we can probably get through that pretty quickly. We have a Plains land. Another Plains land. Same Plains land, same Plains land, same Plains land. We have a swamp. I like the look of that. Oh, there you go. That one looks cool. I think I like the swamplands look a little better than the other ones. Oh, but we got a mountain here. Of course, Nuka-Cola Mountain in Nuka World. And to me, I'm not sure. Oh, it even features the Nuka armor. I'm not sure. That kind of looks like Fallout 76. I don't know that. Oh, we have a really thick Caesar's Legion Emperor. We have a robot token. Copy. Another robot token. copy, copy, soldier, 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 warrior, oh, sorry, warrior, can't read, and learning how to play Magic, which, if you can't tell, maybe I might need. Oh, apparently the soldiers are double, that's why. It's warrior on one side and soldier on the other. We have the horrifying Cazadors. And your basic how to play the game and basic rules. And that is the first commander deck that I have opened of the complete set of 4 Fallout decks I have purchased. Oh, I forgot to, I guess we'll swing back here. We have a few collector booster pack that comes with it. And our counter here, which is kind of neat. Didn't know that was in there. We also have some of these tokens here. Like I said, it's just got a nice little selection of different Fallout theming things. Alright, so that completes our set of these cards. If you would like to see me sleeve them next time while I go through this, I do have 3 more of these decks to go through, as I did purchase all the Fallout ones. Let me know. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this kind of different gaming for Brian Manzi here. I don't normally do card games, as I said, mostly video games, but I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.